Hey guys, I'm Trevor.
I'm Nick.
And you're listening to Shots and Thoughts. Alright, cheers guys.
Twinkie.
Whoop. Alright, so today we got Donn on the cast.
Hey, what's up? I'm Donn.
Our good boy Donn. And I think... Oh yeah, today we're drinking, what's that called? R&R?
That is
R&R? So instead of Fireball this time, guys, we are drinking some R&R.
Rich and rare.
Because I'm too poor for Crown. So, here's this, Bridget. Thank you. Thanks, shut up, Bridget. Really keeping things real here, helping us out.
Here are our glasses.
She's also the shot. she's also the shot person here, guys. We got Bridget here.
We have to have
She's pouring us
someone
some
to manage
shots.
it. Someone has to keep an eye on it.
All right, so sorry guys about the loud table. We'll get that figured out in the next cast. We sound a little bit bad about that.
Today we got a mouse pad, a nice little cushion. Adds a little layer.
Yeah, we got a mouse pad currently on the table for you audio listeners, and that's what we're putting the shots on because the table's a little bit loud. So we got Donn here, and I think having a guest on the show, I think I want the first question to be, what is your most fucked up alcohol-related story?
Oh. You know, honestly,
Let's go.
it might be the one with you.
Oh, really? All right. Well, let's hear it.
It could be. All right. So,
Thank you, Bridget. Appreciate it.
thanks, Bridget. Much appreciated.
So,
All right.
so where was it at?
So, it was at my house back when Trevor and I were in high school. And so my parents were gone for the weekend, right? And they had like 12 boxes of these pumpkin ales because they stocked up at Costco. They're like, it was a super good deal. And they got 12 boxes in the garage. I'm like, okay, there's no way they're going to notice if we take one. They're just stacked. So we take a box and we're drinking through them, you know. I don't know how many we got through. Probably.
I think we grabbed a 12-pack.
Yeah.
And I mean,
we killed the 12 pack.
I know how much I drank because I didn't get that fucked up. I ended up only drinking 3. No, I drank 4.
Okay.
I drank 4 and I was fucked up. This is like high school.
Yeah.
And so I was already like 4 beers for me, I was fucked up. And I was like, and remember what we had? Your mom gave us a discount for fucking Domino's. And we just ordered a shit ton of pizza and chicken wings. So that chicken wings comes very vital to the story later.
Okay, so yeah, he drank 4 of them, and I was at 4 also, and there was 4 left. And I was watching a movie. He went to sleep, and for some reason I wasn't thinking about dumping them. I was like, my parents are gonna be home tomorrow, and I can't have these laying around. I gotta kill them. So I drink all 4 of them, watching a movie for like 10 minutes, and then go to bed. Wake up on the floor, puking on his leg, and like I don't know where I am. I wake up and I'm looking around. It's just dark as hell. I'm like. And then instantly puking, and then I started to get a grasp of what was happening. And then Trevor wakes up. He's like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah. How I remember the story is literally like waking, like I told you I had 4 and you were like, I gotta do something with these beers. I said, dump them down the sink. And you were like, nah, dude, I'll just finish them. And I was like, don't finish all the beers. And I told you that multiple times, just pour them down the freaking drain. And I remember laying in your room, and then waking up to just and puking all over my leg, and just so happened that leg was out of the blankets, and that's where you puked.
Just straight warmth.
You just puked.
How'd that feel, by the way?
It was warm. It was really warm. And I think we have too many puke experiences with Nick in the sink.
Yeah, the sink was a
my apartment.
Yeah. If you guys want to hear about the sink one, go back to episode 1.
Yeah.
Nick talks about puking in a sink in Donn's apartment. Actually, hey, from episode 1, that's the apartment that we were in.
At the same time that I was puking in the sink, Donn was in the bathroom puking in there. So it was like, really, we were all experiencing the same thing, but like, I just got the short stick and had a sink that I then had to clean out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was just clogged.
What's kind of funny is most of our fucked up stories happen together, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Like New Year's this year.
New Year's this year was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it in the last cast. We definitely talked about that in the last cast.
Touched on New Year's.
And, yeah, that was real fucked up. What is another time that we all got together?
At New Year's? Do you recall what happened?
Yeah.
I had.
Because you went to sleep before.
Oh.
You went to sleep early.
Yeah,
so
so in the last
You didn't
last
even
cast,
make it.
so in the last cast we ended it on the end of my story, which was pretty much I got so fucked up and I didn't puke and I ended up crashing out in my sister's bed.
Yep.
And so what happened with you?
That continues.
That continued. I was out. I didn't even make it to midnight. I fell asleep
Yeah.
at 11:45. I had
Yeah.
15 minutes to go.
I was so drunk. Oh my.
Yeah. So what ended up happening?
Well, obviously drank way too much. I'm laying on the couch, right? And I'm like, hey guys, maybe you should grab me a bag or something just in case. Set a bag next to me. Instantly fill the bag.
You got-
Come to find out it's a brown paper bag, right?
It was fine for around like 15 minutes.
It was chilling, and I was just letting it, sit. It was like, all right, whatever, it's enclosed. And then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, that's a paper bag. I should really get that moved. I go to pick it up. The bottom falls out. Just a huge pool.
All over
Fills,
my
floods the entire rug.
all over my sister's new rug, dude.
I kind of just crumpled it up, threw it out the door.
Tossed it outside.
So my sister let us use her house because she was out of town. She let us use her house to get fucked up in for New Year's. And she comes back the next day, and the first question she asks is, "Where's my rug?" And I said, "Oh, about your rug. I owe you one because Donn got puke all over it. And don't mind, it's in your front yard. Don't go out there and open it. Just throw it away immediately."
Dude, it was all the dabs mixed with the alcohol. It was
Yeah, you were taking dabs. That's what got me.
Back to-
That's what got me so fucked up. Is after I took the 6 shots to win the game, 7 to win the game,
Yeah.
in total 11 that night, and then right when I won the game, you guys were like, "All right, time for a dab," and that's what really fucked me up.
Honestly,
that was the end right there.
I think the dabs are what set off the night. Like, had we not done them, it wouldn't have been nearly as fun.
That's very
I feel
true.
like they were necessary.
I'm
It
just-
was a necessary evil. We had to
Dabs
go
are
through some
essential.
pain to
I'm just really
experience the
upset.
exhilaration.
I'm just really upset I didn't make it to midnight. Like, what's the point? We partied New Year's.
You fell asleep before midnight?
11:45.
Oh,
I was telling you guys, I was like,
no.
dude, if I'm up any longer, I'm gonna be sick, and I knew that. I was like, if I stay up any longer, I'm gonna be sick, so I have to lay down.
That was a period of time that I was up.
Yes,
And I did get sick.
Yeah, and that was only like 15 minutes. And is that time? All right, guys, 5-minute mark.
Oh.
Time for another shot. All right,
Who's gonna toast?
shot number 2. Oh yeah, random toast. I'll toast this one. Toast to brown boxes.
Brown boxes.
boxes.
They're super fucking useful, not only for moving your shit out of your house, but to make really, really nice crafts. I had this art experiment last year where I had to build this like cardboard statue and then destroy it and then photograph it and then sketch the remainings that I like built like a building from. It was weird.
Dude, cardboard boxes.
Shout out to Rob.
Sounds wrong.
All right. Shot number 2. Dowd.
You know, it's pretty good. Like the initial taste kind of tastes like the Cubano Black that you have, the vape juice that you got.
Yeah, Vape Nation. I got a new e-juice called Cubano Black. It's a cigar flavored. Shout out to VGod, my boys at VGod. Me and them go way back, dude. They're my best friends. Yeah, whiskey goes down really, really easy for me. I never use a chaser.
For me, whiskey's always been kind of spicy, but it's weird because I like spiced rum. I can drink Sailor Jerry's out of the bottle, but whiskey just hits me weird. I
don't know. Whiskey kind of flows easy. Like, you like Fireball.
I think Fireball is great because it has no need for a chaser. It's literally
That's
the easiest thing to down. But that's the only reason that I think it's like
But
worth
then it's
noting.
heartburn to the max, and
Yeah.
then you wake up and you're like,
Yeah, and it's really sugary, so like you can feel it, like the weight in your stomach after you get
nothing
Oh,
like
yeah.
beer though, dude. I don't like beer. I like ale. I like dark beer. I don't like piss beer. Okay.
Piss beer like fucking Bud Light and
I mean-
fucking... The only light beer that I can genuinely enjoy during the summer is like a Corona with lime.
Oh,
It's
with
really
salt
nice.
too.
Yeah, Corona with lime, a little bit of salt in there. Ooh, yeah, that's good.
I had some of
That's
those.
good stuff.
We had 2 24-packs on Cinco de Mayo of those.
Oh man,
Just Coronas. Got a huge bag of limes.
that's pretty
Oh,
rough,
It was pretty great.
dude. So, were you guys? Oh, I know you and Bridget were definitely affected by Nick and Bridget were definitely affected by the train wreck that happened a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Donn wasn't because he's south.
I almost.
You were down
I
in
kinda was,
yeah. So
actually.
you're down in Chehalis.
Yeah.
And that's like you're south of what happened. Literally, this is what happened to me. I am at work. My dad calls me into his office, and he's like, I don't think we're going home today. And I was like, why am I not going home today? For you guys who don't know, we live in Washington, and this just happened probably a month ago, if not a little more. Well, a train literally was going right by my freeway exit. There's like the freeway exit, and then right past that is another bridge that the train goes over. And my dad calls me into his office, and I look at his computer screen, and that train, it wasn't on the tracks anymore. It was on the freeway. the train was on the freeway, and I was like, okay, this is an issue. And he was like, I don't think we're getting home. That fucking train took that corner at 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, it was going way over.
The super hook?
Yeah, it took a 90-degree turn at 80 miles an hour, and it fell off the tracks.
No, how smoked was the driver of the train though?
Yeah, because they were trying. Okay, because so they had a new route or something like that. I don't know all the details.
And he's like, bro, I'm just gonna screw
it. I don't know. I do not know all the details by any means, and so I can't really give an accurate description of what happened. But from what I heard was apparently it was like the new route. And it was a new train.
Yeah, they had like recently expanded on like the amount of like railing that they had, so like they were going further than they had gone before, and I'm guessing that the driver just wasn't used to like slowing down before then.
He might have. And
apparently, apparently they said that it was at first it was like, oh, there was something wrong with the path, right? But then they concluded that it was the engineer's fault because he was going 80 and you were supposed to be going 30.
Oh, shit.
So I remember reading that, yeah.
So he was more than double what you were supposed to go.
Did he know the speed limit, though? Like, did he know how fast he was supposed to go through there?
Yes, I think he was
Hopefully.
Maybe he was like,
I feel like you shouldn't be able to get your license if you don't know when the, like...
If you don't know when there's a 90-degree turn... Well, no. If you don't understand the fact that you can't go 80 around the 90-degree turn, I don't think you should be operating a train.
Yeah, maybe he was, like, going at it hella fast. He saw the curve, and he's, like, looked at his speed. He's like... Yeah, it could probably work. It hits it just straight off the bridge.
My question is, like, can you imagine being on that train?
I don't think there was anyone on the train. I'm pretty sure it was
there were people on the train.
There were a lot of people.
That was like an Amtrak?
There was a lot of people on the train.
A bunch of injuries and I think
a couple deaths.
Yeah,
I don't know how many deaths.
It was
but
very few.
I feel like they said 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 8.
Like that. Yeah,
I thought it was like.
I know this is a pretty big difference, but it was either 3 deaths or 7.
I heard like 3. I heard 2 or 3.
And yes, that's like plus or minus 4 lives. I don't know if that was it or not. All I know is that train literally, the image was like half the train on the freeway and the other half of the train on the tracks, like 40 feet in the air. And so it literally like, all I know is I was at work and we were like, we can't get home. And I was looking at, I was like, all right, I'll Google Maps this. I'll see how long it's going to take. And it was like, oh yeah, it'll only take 4 hours to get home. Well, I have some guy who works with me who also lives in McKenna, which is like right by Yelm, which is where I live. And literally took him, he left at 3:30 and he got home at 9 o'clock. And so me and my dad were like, yep, fuck that. And we got a hotel. We got a hotel in fucking in Tacoma for like, yep,
that's lit.
We got a freaking hotel in Tacoma for like days, and I ended up staying with my buddy Irv. Shout out Irvy Bon Jovi, my boy.
Irvy.
Yeah. So that definitely happened, and that fucked up a lot of shit, dude. And that was really weird. That made like national news. Like that was all over.
Dude,
there was so much traffic that was rerouted through our town.
Through Yelm.
I was in Roy, dude, whenever that happened, and I stayed over at a girl's house, right? And I was pulling out of the road, and it was onto the main road that goes through McKenna, through Yelm, that road. As soon as I hit that road, cars lined.
Yep.
Not moving.
Yep.
I was sitting at the stop sign for 10 minutes just waiting to pull out. I'm like,
didn't it take you guys... thanks, Bridget. Appreciate it. Didn't it take you guys to get from your house to Bridget's house, which is no traffic? So how long is that?
There is a 4-mile stretch of just straight road that leads from like around my driveway to essentially the elementary school that you gotta turn out to get to Bridget's house. So like that entire stretch, that all the 4 miles, bumper to bumper traffic, not moving anywhere at all. Like it's frozen. So we decided to take the back roads, right? So we make it through, like, we have to, like, wait for a small gap to open so we can actually cross the road to get to the other side. We're going through these back roads, and it's fine for a while until we start hitting another intersection where it intercepts traffic from Tacoma, which is coming further from north. So it's just another road that's blocked up. And the back roads were still beefed up, and they were, like, completely thick, and, like, there was no way getting through it. So we ended up sitting in traffic for, like, an hour and a half, and it's, like, down this, like, 2-mile stretch of road. And it's in the back road, and it's just, it shouldn't have been filled, but it was, and that shows you how, like, fucking full of traffic it was, that the back roads were, like, that packed.
That's every road, no, like, cars not moving.
So
every single road.
How long would it take you usually to get to Bridget's house from yours?
I could get over there in, like, maybe 9 minutes.
And how long did it take you? Because I remember showing up at your house and you guys weren't there.
Yeah, like, and then we had to, like, turn around. We weren't even at Bridget's house yet when you got to my house. Yeah. And we were like, okay, well, now we got to go back.
Yeah, so the last day of the week, I didn't want to have to make it back to... I didn't want to have to stay in a room because I wanted to go back home for the weekend, right? Obviously. And so I was like, dude, I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to make it home. And I'm sitting there driving home, and I'm like, you know what? I'm right when the traffic stops in Yelm. That's... just so happens to be time to take another shot. Really?
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. I will continue that. Shot number 3,
Yep.
4, 3. All right. Cheers. And what are we cheersing to, Donn?
We are cheersing to.
Yep. Come on.
That's
man.
a good
Literally,
one. Man.
Yep.
I would say wooden tables, bro.
All right.
What could you do without them?
Yeah. So cheers to wooden tables, and they're very convenient, especially when they look wood and they're metal. All right, cheers. Okay. What I meant by that is I went and bought this new round table for this podcast, and it's literally, it looks wood, it's for outdoor, and it's just metal, so it just is really annoying. Didn't realize it until we actually like walked out with it, and I was like, fuck it. Whatever, it works out fine. But anyways, back to the story. I was coming back from work, and I was going to stop. I was like, just hit the traffic, and just conveniently enough, Nick's house was right there. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go to Nick's house until traffic dies down. I was like, I'll just go hang out at Nick's. Nick and Bridget are probably there. I'll probably go smoke and just chill until like 8 o'clock, and I think traffic would be dead. Well, I show up there, and it's only his mom. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to hang out with his mom. And so we start bull crapping, and they were on their way to Bridget's house. And I was like, oh, that won't take them too long. I call them, and they're like, yeah, we're not even there yet. And then it took them another hour just to get back from Bridget's house, which is usually only an 8-minute drive.
Yeah, the traffic was, like, way less on the way back. So, like, they were still backed up, like, to cross back over to the other side of the road. Like, because it was just that stretch of backed up bit. So,
that's
like,
fucked up. Yeah, and then I ended up leaving at like 9, expecting pretty much to get back, like expecting there to be no traffic.
And that didn't happen, bro.
No, I left at like 9, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna be badass. I'm gonna take the back roads, and I'll get home. Took the back roads are backed up fucking miles. So I was like, damn it. So from Nick's house to mine, which is usually a 15-minute drive, that took an hour and like 15 minutes or something like that.
Oh, dude, I barely missed it then, honestly, because I was coming out of Roy, and by the time I actually got to like the middle school, I just hit the back road, no traffic.
God damn.
I cut straight to the freeway. I was
Yeah,
on
that's
160.
Yeah.
I remember looking at the watching the traffic the night before because it was kind of entertaining, which is kind of weird watching traffic. But we were checking it like all the way through the night, and it didn't clear up to like regular amounts of traffic until like 2 a.m. The night before.
Oh god.
It was still pretty backed up.
Dude, so after this podcast, I just started realizing like I'm going to Boom Shaka after this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you guys are going with, but Boom Shaka, for you, like those of you who don't know, it's just a giant trampoline house. Like the whole ground is made out of trampolines, and there's foam pits, and there's swings. There's anything you could imagine. It's like the playground for like any kid who really, really wants to freaking have the best time of their life would go there.
Yeah,
and
basically.
So we're going to be shooting. Or we're taking 6 shots here. I'm getting a designated driver. Don't worry, I'm not driving while drunk, but I'm gonna go to Boom Shaka, and we're gonna drink even more before going in.
Trampolines do have a warning label that says "Do not operate while drunk." So
really,
They do. Yeah.
Is that like legit?
But those are protected, dude. They're like surrounded with like nice, big old cushiony things. Like
you can.
Dude, have you ever
You
landed?
can hardly. You can hardly call a trampoline user an operator. But I guess you can't operate it.
What do you do for a living? I operate trampolines. Don't worry about it.
Trust me.
Yeah, trust me. I'm a professional. I'm a professional trampoline operator.
So, like, what could possibly go wrong? You just jump up, like, no equilibrium, kind of like hit it sideways, break your neck, or
have you
You
ever?
vomit in midair, and the zero gravity vomit sits in your mouth, and you inhale it on impact, and you choke and you die.
That would be no.
That
Honestly,
would
that would
literally
be that would be kind of badass more than anything.
To die from vomit while on a trampoline.
While on a trampoline?
Super fucking blazed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
about,
guess not blazed.
I'm
but
sorry
tossed.
about. I'm sorry about your loss. What happened? Oh, he was at Boom Shaka, was fucked up, and he choked on his own vomit on impact.
the only thing worse than that is dying from a frozen turd flying out of a plane. Like, that's literally the only thing.
No, like, can you just imagine explaining any of those death stories to anybody? Like
At the funerals?
because imagine if someone were to tell me that. If someone were to literally tell me, like, if I were to be like, oh, I'm sorry for your loss, like, what happened? If they were to say either a frozen turd hit my son or daughter, or they died by puking on a trampoline and choked on the vomit, I literally don't think I would be able to hold back from laughing.
You would feel so bad.
I would feel awful, but
But
like,
it would be so funny.
but at the same time,
It's like, how could you
and sorry for any of you out there who have kids
That
who
have died from,
from a flying
from
turd,
turds flying at terminal velocity.
or from
They actually freeze from the height that they're falling.
Yeah.
They're not frozen at first, but then they're just fucking
it's a straight
rocket
there's a
turd.
straight
They freeze dry them. Every single one that gets processed in the airport or in the airplane, they have like a little container in the bottom that just like flash freezes everything that comes through. That's like
yeah,
send it on down.
It's just a fucking. It's literally just a mini comet.
Just
A
imagine
turd
the person
comet.
walking in the field, right? And then they see just like hitting the
Oh,
ground.
damn it! All right, guys. On the topic of turds, this is shot number 4, and what are we toasting to, Nick?
We're gonna toast to light dimmers.
And Donn, why are we toasting to light dimmers?
Because how could you set a sexy vibe if you don't turn it down like 3/4 of the way?
Hallelujah! Cheers. All right, guys.
You know, women love a man that's dim.
A man that's dim. What do you mean
Yeah.
by that?
Kind of dumb. I don't know.
A man that's dim, aka a man that's just really not that bright.
I
Is
was
that
trying to
what
make
you're
a
talking
dimmer pun. It wasn't working.
about? A dimmer pun.
IQ of max 60.
Well, I guess calling a guy dim would kind of be calling him like not bright.
Yeah.
That's kind of an insult.
Well, dim is already an established like kind of like nuanced way of saying that you're dumb. So
Really?
yeah, it's. I
I've never heard of
that's-
that.
Yeah.
Like I've
Yeah.
never. Like I
He's
don't-
kind of dim. Like that's a thing that people say.
Yeah,
It's
I've
a-
heard
if I would have
It's a
heard
normal
that,
thing.
if I would have heard that, I would just feel like that person's stupid and they meant to say dumb and just had a weird accent. Yeah, that
Yeah, dim.
Say boy
Yeah.
is dim.
Yeah, that boy's a little dim. like I just feel like that. I just feel like that's how they would be
Oh.
saying that. I don't know.
I believe that.
Any of you guys have anything crazy happen in the last couple weeks? I haven't seen Donn in a while.
The last couple weeks,
Yeah.
I've really just been sleeping, bro.
Sleeping.
Like, well, you know, I work, and then after work, I'm like,
Wake up, put a dip in, go to work.
here we go, and put a fat.
Anything nuts? Anything new?
New and nuts. Ugh.
Nothing new?
Not really. I mean, just work. Been tired. Been sleeping.
Been tired, been sleeping. That's no
Oh,
fun,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
What about you,
No,
Nick?
gotta get
Anything
out.
new?
I've been writing screenplays. Well, I guess screenplay. I just finished up one. I have to start another one. I'm supposed to be producing this short film like this next week, and we're gonna see if I get it done.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
all right.
It's gonna get done.
I like.
but we're gonna see if it gets done.
Yeah, I like your quality. Like, so Nick does a lot of like. Okay, what are you majoring in exactly?
I'm getting a BFA in film, which is like the path I'm taking is like writer director geared, but it has like a lot of production elements. So it's most of our curriculum is based around production. So it's a lot of practice and then a lot of like writing. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from my experience with Nick, is he's just really good at making videos. He did one for me for my career path, which is aerospace engineering and aerospace manufacturing, and he did it really sweet ass video for his school project, and the company that I work for ended up liking it so much that they used it, which I thought was pretty badass. But Nick just made a video. Shout out to our band.
Oh yeah.
It's a music video. Check them out on YouTube. It's Archon, and if you just type in Archon, Archon, you're not gonna be able to find it. You're gonna have to type in Archon.
You're gonna have to weave your way in there.
Yeah, because we don't really have a lot of views yet. I mean, trust me, don't let that discourage you.
It's going up. We posted it on Friday. We're at 123 views.
That's badass.
So like,
it's getting there. But type in Archon and then Brandon or Archon and Trevor, or maybe even Archon and Nick, and it might pop up. It'll be a good time. Great video.
You can also get there by going through my other channel, which is the Dandy Dolphin. It's under the featured channels.
Yeah,
so.
So Nick makes some pretty sweet ass videos.
I've not seen that.
You need to look it up. It's a really good music video.
You guys are showing me after this.
Yes, after this podcast. After this podcast, we will watch it, and you guys should also watch it too.
Wait, did you do the video for Brandon's thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw like a preview of that on Instagram.
With like the pink and the oranges and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We
dude.
literally ended up
How did
spending.
you do that?
We literally spent like, it looks really high production, this music video, but we literally only spent like 20.
Like $15 maybe, or not including the equipment that we were using because I already had it. But like the lights that we ended up buying was like $15 for the colored bulbs.
Yeah, and so it looks really high production, but it was like, other than Nick's camera, which is probably fucking $1,000 in itself. Like, other than the camera, just the lighting was like $15, dude.
Yeah, the camera adds a bit, but like there's a lot that you can do with lower end cameras. You just gotta like know what you're working with and know how to use your functions and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty badass,
dude. Yeah, honestly, I want to learn how to do that. That's sick. How did you get the light effect behind them like that? Do you just? I don't even know.
So, like, when you're trying to get a silhouette and stuff like that, what you do is you kind of, like, you just, either you can eyeball it or you can expose for the light that you put behind your subject.
So did you actually have a light behind them?
Yeah, so what we had, like, either one of us standing in front of the colored bulb, and the colored bulb was on behind them, and then I just lowered my exposure to the point where you get this clean matte over the subject that's standing in front of the light, and then you get, the color is pretty vibrant because you're exposing for that, so it receives it pretty well. Okay. So, like, doing that, you get a silhouette. It's like, it's not too hard to do. You can probably figure it out pretty easy. Like,
that's pretty sick.
It looked really good, dude.
Yeah, but, like, silhouettes just look awesome, especially whenever you get a
it's time.
really clean edge around, like, the
is this fourth or fifth? Fifth? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
End of that, pretty much. Nick is really good at making videos.
Oh,
I'm trying.
Shout out to
I'm
Nick.
learning.
Look him up.
Practicing.
Nick Polito, the man of the year with making videos. He's going to be famous one day. All right, guys. Shots. What are we toasting to, Nick?
Your turn, Trevor.
Really?
Dimmers.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
It's the shot.
All right, guys. Shout out to shots to no, I did that last time. I was about to say crunchy peanut butter. I said that last time because there's crunchy peanut butter on my fridge back there.
Crunchy peanut butter?
No, not yet. I got to choose something different, all right?
Right.
Now, don't be bashing on no fucking crunchy peanut butter because that's my shit, dude.
Crunchy peanut butter is lit. We can't talk about crunchy peanut butter every podcast, but we might.
That could be the fucking goal. All right. Shots to... Cheers to... cheers to... What do I got back there? Cheers to Christmas letters.
Christmas letters. Last time you did Christmas lights, but I'll take it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Christmas podcast all year.
Yes.
All right.
It's always the holidays.
All right. So Donn, why are we cheersing to Christmas letters?
Because.
Oh wait, or Nick, either one. How about we hear from both? Why?
All right.
Well, I think because. You know, sometimes you can get really sexy Christmas letters. You know what I'm
Anything
saying?
with Donn is sexual. All right.
Let's slide to the other end of the spectrum. Christmas letters are the most heartfelt letters you're ever going to receive. Unless we're talking about, like, a Valentine's letter, which might be a little bit more gushy, but, like, the Christmas letter, that's the season of giving. And what you're giving is, like, a note of love. Like, a permanent mark of remembrance. You know?
Especially when they send nudes with them.
Especially, like, when they paperclip in a nude.
Yes!
Cheers, guys. All right, shot number 5.
Woo!
Whew, all right, so with me, so So what else have happened to you, Nick, in the last week? So you're starting you're trying to get some films done. You're trying to get some good shit done.
I am trying to close out this production.
Okay.
Finished my treatment for it. Did a couple scene breakdown sheets. Filled. I know what I need to do. I just got to get it done.
All right, you just got to get it done.
It's lined up. Got to knock it down.
Just got to put a dip in. Go to work.
Got to go to work.
With a fat yopper. With the fat yopper. With the fat horseshoe. Top and bottom, you know?
You got to have the whole...
Yeah.
Could you imagine, bro, you'd be spitting black, and that would just be...
Yeah, I just heard a story. Who was telling me? Buddy was telling me. Shout out. This podcast is just full of shout outs. I'm gonna do shout outs to everybody. I got a buddy named Buddy. It's my it's gonna be my brother-in-law, hopefully. Maybe one day, or if not, I'll marry him, probably.
If you don't,
it's my sister's my sister's boyfriend's name is Buddy. He also works with me. He's a cool guy, and he was telling me a story. So I was at work, and I had a fat dip in, and he comes walking by and sees it, and he was telling me a story. I don't remember all the details, but one of his friends, like they'd all been drinking all night, and for some reason, you know, when you start drinking, you kind of get the balls of steel. Like, you feel like you're invincible.
Yep.
Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
And apparently he just got...
see that.
I could see that. And he got so fucked up that he ended up putting, like... He horseshoed the bottom. So, if any of you don't know what a horseshoe is, it's like you put dip in literally from side cheek to side cheek. And you can horseshoe on the top and the bottom of your gums. So
that's
so
awful.
Don knows a little bit more about
appetizing.
dip.
That sounds so terrible.
Don, how much dip do you think that is? Do you think that's probably half a can? Maybe.
Bro,
if not more.
You're canning the mouth when you do that.
Right, yeah, so he probably...
That's... Whoa.
So Buddy...
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, so Buddy was telling me pretty much this guy, he was shit-faced and they were sitting on the couch. Ooh. And he doesn't dip. And
Buddy doesn't?
No. So another guy did it. One of Buddy's friends is the one who did this. But he was saying, yeah, guys, I'm going to dip. Like, he does it very rarely. And he was like, I'm going to horseshoe both top and bottom. And Buddy's like, don't do it. Like, don't fucking do it. He did it. Filled from bottom to top. And he ended up, like, he was sitting there. And he just...
Oh, I could feel it.
And they were looking at his eyes. And he just started, like, everything... Like, it just looked like he was, like, looking through transparent items. Like, he was just like... Like, he was looking at nothing. He was dead. And, like, apparently, like, 2 minutes in, dude, he was just, like... He started leaning over, and he started, like losing all form of, like, his body. And they had to, like, carry him to the bathroom, and they had to force him to... He was like, no, dude, I fucking got it. I can handle it. And they got it. They, like, had to force him to get this shit out of his lip.
Oh my!
And
did he think he was just like, no, I'll keep it in, bro?
Yeah, he was trying to play the tough card because he's drunk. He was like, dude, I fucking got this. How does your body even accept that much nicotine?
Oh, you want to talk about stupid nicotine high? Okay. No,
right,
have you ever taken bong bowls of tobacco?
No.
Okay, so I had this.
Do you want to do that after the cast?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
So, you know my big old bong, the green one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got this, it's a decent sized bong, and it had a fat bowl piece on it. And we'd pack that bowl piece, like, as tight as we could with tobacco. All right. From either, like, Swisher tobacco, cigarette tobacco, or the bags, you know.
All right.
Regardless. Clear the whole bowl in one hit. You yellow that shit and clear it.
Jesus.
And then, okay, it feels like death for about 5 seconds, but then after that, it's like you get rolled up with this, like you feel it roll, and then you're just like, and then you pass out.
Really? Like, you're just out?
I did once.
Did you pass out?
One time. Yeah, no, okay, so usually it's just like, you know, I'm sitting there and my brain's floating inside my head, and just instant brain punch. And then one time though, I don't know if it was an extra packed bowl, maybe it was the minty ass menthol tobacco that was in it. I don't know. Something hit me. Oh no! It just hit me wrong.
Knocked you out?
No, it did.
Oh, it did.
So I hit it right, and I'm sitting there, blow it out, and I'm like, you know, you feel the initial just gut punch, and then I wake up and I'm laying on the couch. I'm like, you know, like laying in some drool. I'm like, what the fuck? Two homies sitting on the other couch. They're like, dude, you good? You just passed out? I'm like, whoa. It's so crazy.
Hey, guys. All right, time for a shot.
Oh, is this...
Shot number 6?
Last one?
Is this shot number 6?
I don't know.
Guys, this is a problem.
we're at like a real life dilemma right now.
Is this shot number 6 or number 5?
This is 6, actually. We just took 5. I remember you holding
5.
up a whole hand.
So
on
this
the
is
last one.
6.
This is 6.
All right,
This is
guys.
6. If this is not 6 and you can tell because you were watching this, call us out because we're cheaters.
Call us out. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe.
And then next one, you guys have to do 7 if you accidentally took 5 this time.
Yeah, if we took 5 this time, next time it's
We'll
7.
double up.
All right, so
Double up.
Not double up. We'll tack one on.
Yeah, okay, yeah, not double up. So what are we cheersing to?
I believe it's Donn's turn.
Don, what are we cheersing to?
Lotion.
Lotion.
It's because there's scent-free lotion over there on my fucking counter. All right, am I the one who's going to answer this?
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yeah, you should because you're the one with the
I have
lotion on the
compliments to
counter.
give to
All right,
lotions.
I feel like I kind of have to justify the fact that I have scent-free lotion.
Justify your big-ass 18-ounce bottle of lotion.
It's so you
Of
can
scent-
slap and
I guess
no one
no.
knows you're
Guys,
slapping.
all right, I am confidently, no doubt about it, a dry jerker. So don't think I'm using that for that, all right? So we're going to go
Yeah,
ahead.
same, honestly.
No, so we're going to go... That is for tattoos. I have tattoos. That is scent-free lotion.
Tattoo goo, bro.
Scent-free lotion. Dermatologist approved. So guess what?
Okay.
Shout out to scent-free lotion. Not for beating that meat, you sick motherfuckers. Shout out to scent-free lotion for tattoos.
But I do recommend.
I got some ink
Tattoo
on my
that.
boot.
Dry jerker squad. All right, guys. So we got probably like 5 more minutes of this cast. That was the last shot. I just wanted to go over, like, have any of you guys, speaking of passing out, have any of you guys had like a, all right, I kind of want to, okay, end of the cast, I'm sorry, I kind of got to tell a story. It's going to be a surprise to Nick, because I have never actually told him this, I don't think.
We'll see.
So I've had this thing, you know when you stand up really fast?
Oh, it's happened to me.
Well, it happens to me all the time. I have really bad blood circulation. I've went to the doctor before for it. Like, you can tell on my hands. My hands are always odd temperatures. Like, I just have really bad circulation, which sucks being a guitar player, especially because you can never feel your fingers if you start getting bad circulation. But that happens to me almost every time I stand up. Like, when I stand up, I get that rush of, like, you know, where
No blood going to the brain.
going to your brain, and it's like you just start seeing spots, and it's like, holy fuck, I gotta take a second, I gotta sit back down. Well, that happens to me more often than most people. Happens to me all the time. And it's kind of sketched me out. I've never went to the doctor for it, and I'm pretty sure all of you are going to tell me I should. Because I remember, I don't know if I've told you before, but I was at Nick's house. It was probably in elementary school.
You did tell me.
I did tell him.
Yes.
All right, so I was at Nick's house. It was elementary. We were in elementary school, and I, like, stood up on his bed, and he had this he had a Call of Duty poster on his wall. And I literally stood up, and that started happening to me. And I started, like, I had a fucking seizure. Like, I literally started fucking, I couldn't see, and I just started spasming. Like, I started having a seizure, and I I was having such a vicious fucking seizure for, like, 10 seconds against his wall that I, like, knocked his poster down, and he was like, what the fuck was that? And I remember I was just like, I'm just messing around. And I literally was so concerned after. I was like, guys, I'm fucking dying. And it's happened to me 3 times since then. So 3 times in my life, I've stood up too fast and had a fucking seizure. What the fuck's... Who stands up too fast and has a fucking seizure?
Okay.
Like,
Well,
it's
It's
happening.
okay, Trevor.
Bro,
It's alright, I'm just a little bitch.
No,
That's
that's a little
quote
bitch.
by Bridget. Quote by Bridget. It's alright, Trevor, you're just a little bitch. Alright.
You know, that justifies a lot of things with a lot of people sometimes. It's just like, I don't know, man. You're just a little bitch.
You're just a little
I
bitch.
guess.
That's what happened with Bridget.
I'm just kidding.
No, that literally happened with Bridget. So I went through a really bad breakup like 7 months ago, and it was just really harsh for me. And I was sitting over there in my computer chair, like crying, and Nick and Bridget were over here helping me. And it was just a super heartfelt moment, and I was like, I'm missing her so much. And then like Bridget was like, Trevor, it's okay. And I was like, oh, thanks. And she was like, you're just a little bitch. And I was like, you're so savage. All right, guys, I think that so. On the subject of me being a little bitch, I fully accept that I'm a little bitch. And that's the end of this cast. And so make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a subscribe if you're the YouTube listeners, which are probably going to be most of the listeners because this is a video also. This is an MP4, goddammit, not an MP3.
MP4, bro.
So say your goodbyes, guys. You know?
Yo, it was good being on, you know? It was a good
was a
time. I'm
blast. I'm sure Donn will be on
I'm
again.
pretty flushed right now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm feeling the red face.
I'm feeling it too. It's how red
I'm
is
red,
my face.
dude. Okay,
Zoom on the-
Talk about red face. Okay, I look like fucking Santa Claus.
Yours isn't as bad as you think. I feel
Really?
the warmth.
You and your rosacea?
I'm always got
You're
rosy
usually
red cheeks.
more rosaceous.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel hot as
now
fuck.
you're getting more
Dude.
rosaceous.
Yeah, now I'm getting now it's a little bit now I'm a little bit nervous.
You got me a little embarrassed.
All right, guys. Leave a like and a subscribe and comment if you have any tips. Sorry, we're still working on the set. The set's
Yeah.
gonna change a little bit.
Give us critique,
Yeah.
We're trying to improve.
Table might be metal, but it's dank.
Yeah, we're changing up the set. I got a new table. Me and Nick might be moving in together here soon.
Yeah.
And so we might have our set will be changing. We're gonna have more mics. We're supposed to have individual mics that'll come soon. We got shit moving. Leave us some criticism, man.
Yeah, for sure. Like, what you want to see is what we want to show,
Hell
Be
yeah.
savage.
Be savage.
Savage.
And stay filthy, my friend.
We got to give some life advice.
Oh yeah,
life
Nick.
advice.
Nick. Oh, end of every episode is Nick's life advice. Okay.
Life advice today. Everywhere around you, everything you see can be used. Not necessarily in a negative way, but every moment you see can be recreated. And every action you see has meaning. Do with that what you will. Think deep and drink deeper, philosophers.
Peace out, guys.